books and skip material, let me explain what happens next. When Kate and Petruchio arrive, the servants line up to greet them, and Petruchio wastes no opportunity to rant and rave at his serving men. The couple proceeds to dinner. As Kate washes, a serving man accidentally spills his water and in return receives a sound beating from Petruchio. Kate, in the servant's defense, claims it was an accident. When the long-awaited dinner is presented to the couple, Petruchio finds fault with it, begins a tirade, and throws food at his servants. According to Petruchio, an evening's fast will serve them much better, and so they head to the bedchamber, where Petruchio continues to censure his bride. Returning to the stage, Petruchio explains his plan to keep Kate hungry and uncomfortable until he successfully tames her wild behavior. Here we see Petruchio musing over his ideas.
Good job.
Thus I have politically begun my reign, and 'tis my hope to end successfully. My falcon now is sharp and passing empty. Until she stoops, she must not be full gorged, for then she never looks upon her lord. Another way I have to man my haggard, to make her come and now her keepers call. She ate no meat today, nor none shall eat. Last night she supped not, nor tonight she shall not. As with the meat, some undisturbed fault I'll find about the making of the bed. And here I'll fling the pillow, this way the coverlet, another way the sheets, that all is done in reverent care of her. And if she chance to nod, I'll rail and brawl, and with the clamor keep her still awake. This is a way to kill a wife with kindness. And thus I'll curb her mad and headstrong humor. He that knows better how to tame a shrew, let him speak. 'Tis charity to shoot.
In this final scene, all the characters come together to celebrate Bianca and Lucentio's wedding. Hortensio has arrived with his new wife, the widow, and the three couples begin to converse. Petruchio notes how Hortensio appears to be afraid of his wife, but the widow offers her a few particularly nasty retorts. Kate, who is played by a male in true Shakespearean form, and the widow exchange words, and shortly thereafter, the three women exit, leaving the men to their devices. The men decide to wager on who has the most obedient wife. They bet 100 crowns, and one by one send for their wives. Some interesting exchanges occur with some unforeseen events. Eventually, Petruchio asks Kate to deliver an elaborate speech about a woman's duty to her husband. The party goers are left dumbfounded, and Petruchio and Kate leave the party happily wed.
At last the long and jarring notes agree, and time it is when raging war is done.
You smile.
Smile at perils and escapes to overflow. My fair Bianca, bid my father welcome. As if thy self-same kindness welcomes back. My brother Petruchio, sister Katharina, I go Hortensio and thy loving widow. I sit.
And thou. Oops.
Nothing but sit and eat and eat.
Padua affords this kind of son, Petruchio.
Padua affords nothing but what is kind.
For both our sakes, I would that word were true.
Now for my life, Hortensio fears his widow.
Then never trust me if I be afeared.
You are very sensible, and yet you miss my sense. I mean, Hortensio is afeared of you.
He that is giddy thinks the world goes round.
Roundly replied.
Mistress, how mean you that?
Thus I conceive by him.
Conceives by me. How likes Hortensio that?
My widow says thus she conceives her tale.
Very well mended. Kiss him for that, good widow.
He that is giddy thinks the world turns round. I pray you tell me what you meant by that.
Your husband, being troubled with his shrew, measures my husband's sorrow by his woe. And now you know my meaning.
A very mean meaning.
Right, I mean you.
And I am mean indeed, respecting you.
To her, Kate.
To her, widow.
100 marks my cape does put her down.
That's mine.
That's my office.
Spoke like an officer. Ha, to thee, lad.
Well, that's grim, these quick-witted folks.
Believe me, sir, they butt together well.
Head and butt, and hasty-witted body would say your head and butt were head and head.
Mistress Bride, hath thou awakened you?
Aye, but not frightened me. Therefore, I'll sleep again.
Nay, that you shall not. Since you have begun, haven't you for a bitter jest or two?
Am I your bird? I mean to pursue my bush and then pursue me as you draw your bow? You are welcome all.
She hath prevented me. Here, Senor Tranio, this bird you aimed at, though you hit her not. Therefore, a health to all that shot and missed.
Oh, sir, Lucentio slipped me like his greyhound, which runs himself and catches for his master.
A good swift simile, but something courage.
'Tis well, sir, that you hunted for yourself. 'Tis thought that your deer